Hey everyone, this is Tom from MonTac here, and we are back at it again with another video for the ACT. This is the grand final match between Diamond Deploy from the US and Mystfire from the US. This is going to be an absolute insane matchup as they look to rematch here for the Player of the Year title, the 2024 championship. I am joined by Mini Smoke here from Brazil. How are you doing, sir? And are you excited for this matchup?
Hello Tom, hello everyone, and finally we are here at the grand finals. It will be a rematch between Mystfire and Diamond, so pretty wild after what happened last match between those two, so I'll be happy to see a more decisive game right now.
100%, and we're starting off with, looks like Diamond's going first with Omncat, and we have got the cat of that Omncat activating off first, going Mischievous One. Gosh, I can't believe we're finally here. This has been such an absolute roller coaster from seeing players like Hiroshineka go from that 8 seed all the way up to the top 3, and Mystfire obviously battling his way up after that tough loss to Diamond initially. Now he is back, and this is a completely different game now, so we'll have to see if Mystfire can actually avoid the bricking, and if he can get his strategy online, this could be a completely different game.
Ooh, I think my untap just went down.
Oh, it's back online at this stage. I think it happened to Diamond as well.
Okay.
Ooh, it's gone down for me as well.
But I was analyzing the last matches of those two players throughout the tournament. So here I might think that Mystfire might have a little edge because of how Angels play. Like, usually Angel sends cards to the asset pile, but Diamond has the Outwardly Menace, the Rogue Beast that discard cards, so usually the more important stuff that Mystfire has will be on the asset pile, not on his hand, so...
Oh, and we're back. Alright. So okay, here we are. We're back at it again. Sorry about that. Untap went down for a quick second, and looks like we've got a Faceless one of Omncat Tail, and a Cursed one of Omncat Tail is back online. Okay, here we go.
We haven't lost much stuff, so
yeah.
Gladly.
Alright, let's see here. So we've got the Greedy one being sent, looks like, for Faceless one. So we've got 4 counters on that book. Keep in mind, everybody, once that book hits, I believe it's,
15?
Is it 13 or 15? Is it 15 or is it 13?
Yes,
I think it might be
15.
15. That's right, 15 counters. That could be an alternate win con for Diamond. He has yet to resolve this win con, though, in the tournament. We are aware that it is likely epilogue as the tacticalism. This is going to be very interesting.
Speaking of tacticalisms, does Diamond revealed his? Because he said a bunch of stuff about, I will reveal to you. And
he actually has, and he has revealed he is playing epilogue. So Mystfire knows that is what's happening, what he's staring down the barrel of. Yeah, it's going to be a bit scary. Well, I guess he should say he does run epilogue. He may not be using it, but at this stage, I believe he will be for this. Going into a Vicious one of Omncat Tail. This is such an interesting matchup. Oh gosh, this is very similar to that first game, isn't it, Mini?
Yeah, very different. So,
here we go. Let's see what Mystfire rolls. Here we go. This could be it. Roll of 2. That's pretty doable. Does Mystfire have a way to get to his cards? Here we go. Going Castle to start. Good way to start. Castle, of course, is a card that every time a Divine type is played, Mystfire can draw a card, and then once per copy of Castle, he can send it to Ascent. And he's got the Divine Ascendant!
Finally!
Or Angel Ascendant, I should say.
Yeah.
Wow, this is it. Mystfire has got the tools he needs.
Yeah, for the first turn play, so we'll be seeing Troy sending
There's
stuff.
Troy.
And I think we'll search for Kid Angel to bring back, to play out for Forgotten Angel, to play out Redeemed Angel. To send the to Alfred. One thing I got confused is that how Diamond played he played off Cat, the vicious one. I think because for me at least appeared that vicious one was played after Starlit Ref. So
well, vicious one can be played regardless of class anyway.
ooh, right. I thought
So that is
he could only be played by Impulse.
No, actually, it can be played. Yeah, no, that's all good. It's a very nice card for the impose mechanic, and we're just popping off Mystfire here. For those watching, the two different strategies we are looking at is Diamond Deploy. Every time that he attacks as one of his Omncat monsters, that book's counter goes up. When it reaches 15 counters, that will fulfill the alt win con that Diamond Deploy is looking to set up. On Mystfire's side of things, they are putting cards from their field, from their hand, from the deck, into their asset pile to build it up, to then use the cards in that asset pile to fuel the strategy. So they're looking at a Beowulf, we're looking at Alfred, we're looking at a couple interesting strategies that are going to be popping up very soon. It's going to be really interesting. I mean, I think Mystfire has a lot of threats for Diamond. I think he's got a lot of ways that he can stop attacks from being successful, but he can't stop the attacks from happening. And I think that's what's going to make a big difference in this matchup.
Yeah, you can reduce the power to 0, stop the conflict, but the attacks will happen either way. So
100%. Mini-Spoke, can you remind me, I don't know if you have done this, but I don't think anyone's actually ever won a tournament with the Omncats. Is that correct, or am I missing one?
No, I think I won my third pro title against Mystfire with Epilogue. I think was one.
I don't think that was part of a tournament, was it?
No, it was just a pro title match.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
Tournament.
So first time for a tournament's pretty good, and no draws this tournament. That's nice.
Yes.
No awkward situations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going redeemed.
So we have to remember that Diamond has a Rogue Beast part of the deck as well. So Mystfire hiding the resources on asset pile, I think, will be a great counter to that.
True, but you have to also think about there are cards Mystfire is going to just need in general, like Hammer Down, Regen, Philosopher's Choice, that if he reaches, that, 5 or less cards that he really desperately needs, he just keeps in his hand, that all-worldly can come through and just take the whole thing away from him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a bit of a scary spot, to be honest. Of course.
Fire finished the game before it reaches that point, so...
Alright, let's see.
Okay, that first turn play took a little while to be made, but...
Yeah, true. He's taking his time.
It's the nature. There's a lot of card juggling in the asset to keep track of.
I don't think he's actually been drawing from Castle, though, has he? Maybe he has, and I just missed it. I think he's missed a couple Castle triggers, but maybe he's actually got it, but I just think his hand should be larger, based on the amount of Divines he's already played, but maybe, I don't know, maybe he's sending stuff from hand that I didn't see.
I mean, Castle can only trigger twice.
True. So we're going into the asset pile here, Mystfire looking at some options. I don't see Mystfire pulling off anything aggressive early on. He could technically go for Alfred because he has 17 in the asset with Alfred out, because obviously the two other Alfreds in the asset pile. Sorry to confuse everybody watching, but technically that's something he could do. So the two gentlemen in the asset, and then there's the upstart that could come out and be a problem, but we'll see.
One thing
playing
good,
very carefully.
One thing good here for the Elder Alfred is that he'll be immune to Cursed One power drop. So, since there is...
Oh yeah, I guess he's gonna be bigger. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, true, actually, yes, Elder Alfred, right, you're right, yes. Redeemed. Going to make the second attack, clearing out, looks like Vicious. This is really good start from Mist here, really stopping these attacks coming through. Logical One's getting dropped very quickly, stopping Forgotten One Angel from attacking further. That's quite decent.
Okay.
Prevents a board clear here.
I think it's only one of the few times that Logical One actually stopped a Class 6 monster to attack. It's because synergies are usually played on defense when like there's another synergies in play attacking you.
Yep. So we definitely see Diamond getting those counters. I could definitely see Diamond getting to like 12, 13 counters on that book by the end of this game if he doesn't win it. I think we're going to start to see that go very quickly.
Yeah, one thing that might get preoccupied here is that he already burned like 5 Omncat monsters. It is 5.
True.
Yes, 5. So yeah, I mean I think there's like how many? There's like 6 or 7 regular Omncat monsters. So there's like 14 opportunities Diamond can attack. So
this is such an interesting spot for Diamond. Obviously, Diamond has gone undefeated the entire tournament. Mystfire having to fight their way from Revival to get to the grand final. Diamond hasn't really yet experienced any heavy pushback except for his round 1 matchup with Hiroshineko. Do you think that's going to affect him in this matchup, especially if it goes deep into the late rounds?
I think so, because there's some because you have to see the play pattern of Mystfire to actually know how to play around it late game. Like Diamond won't know how to deal with that, I think.
He definitely has the ability to actually research the games Mystfire's had, and luckily enough, I think he has multiple games where he's watched Mystfire. Yeah, the Hiroshineko and Bob ones especially, where he's gone the full 9 yards with it, but actually feeling the plays happening against you.
That's the most important one. It's to feel how your deck plays against theirs. So.
I definitely think Diamond has done really well to close the gap in their skill levels as well, because we're talking about Mystfire here, who's 3.5 years into the game, many competitions won. Diamond Deploy looking to chase their second competition won, but their first proper championship actually won. I think he's done well by all the research he's done to try and figure out what might be an optimal deck to bring to this tournament, and he's really performed incredibly well. Just depends on how he makes the most of it now. So Logical One is at 3450 and time removed thanks to Book of Omncat. It can also prevent the Forgotten from attacking. It's also going to be bigger than the Redeemed, which is an advantage as well. And also, just for those being aware, that is no longer a Faceless One, is actually a Greedy One, technically, in that. So taken over that name and ability, and it's going to crash into it. Looks like to get it won't even get the draw 3, unfortunately.
Yeah,
we'll have to make sure that if he does.
I was actually expecting Diamond going over Logical One because to force an early sword or shield from Mystfire.
Interesting. Okay, so Mystfire's got the board. And it is going to uptick the book a bit, so that's nice. Mystfire looking to roll. Perhaps they're trying to figure out if they draw the 3 cards. They definitely do not. So if that's what they're asking there, Mini, just be aware to just reply and say no. But that might be a question they're having, just by the sentence structure. Yeah, so if you can let them know there. So the reason that they don't get the draw 3 is it's actually when it perishes, it draws up to 3, but when the Faceless One actually perishes, it actually stops becoming that card. So they don't get the draw 3 from it. It's a very interesting little interaction there. So you kind of lose the ability to draw the 3 when it dies, but you get the 3 when you initially send it. with faceless ones. So that's an interesting point. Roll of 2 for Mystfire.
Oh.
Sorry about that, everybody. It looks like it may not have been recording. Hopefully it was recording for that last few minutes, but yeah, we'll try that. Hopefully this is all up to date. Back if it has had any issues, just letting y'all know, we are back here with Mystfire versus Diamond Deploy, and it looks like we're about a fair bit into the game, about turn 6 here. Mystfire rolling a 4. Mystfire versus Diamond Deploy. Let's see how this goes. Timer of, or counter of 6 on this mini smoke. So we'll see how this goes. I've just got the message there from Craig that it potentially might have gone down for the last few minutes. So hopefully it is all good to go, but we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, but so Murky One went after Forgotten Angel. So how did that go?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. Grimstaff hits the field.
Yeah, sending
a high roll.
Leo or Mechanizard level 5.
Can you imagine if he sent both? How wild would that be?
Oh, yeah. Could be a possibility, but...
That'd be so funny. Like, that'd be wild, but so funny.
Yeah, there is the risk of losing the Grimstaff.
I don't think Diamond has a counter for Grimstaff, so I don't know. It may not be that bad, to be honest. In fact, if I was Mystfire, I'm wondering why I haven't tried that before, just for seeing the max amount of craziness. Angel Peruvian looking pretty strong here. Less cards in hand for Mystfire. There is a bit of advantage he can push. If you haven't been here for a little while, let you know that it looks like Mystfire has definitely taken over most of this matchup. They're putting a lot of forward pressure on Diamond, and Diamond hasn't yet put up anything too scary. He is increasing those counters, but not quite as rapidly. To put that in perspective, he's only really made 2 attacks to increase the book so far. So it's not particularly a large boost at the moment.
You may get in a fearful state for Diamond here, because he already burnt a lot of resources, and that didn't convert it in any big advantage in terms of book counters. True.
So that takes out looks like the curse one is taken out, so the power buffs are removed. Mystfire back up to full strength. Let's see if Forgotten can... Oh, look. Yep, Angel. So Starlight Wrath would have been really nice for Mystfire here to pour on the aggression, but I think he's playing a bit of a longer strategy here.
Yeah.
Now, here's the dangerous thing, right? If Mystfire gets 5 or less cards in deck, right, and he hasn't played Alfred, if all well is played, that will shut off Alfred. So that is something to be aware of. Well, so Alfred requires a red diamond tactical to be sent, right?
Oh, right,
but if Mystfire has nothing left and he can't send anything,
you're right, for the Alfred.
Huge loss. He's only got 9 cards left, so in 4 more cards, Mystfire puts himself at risk of losing the ability to play Alfred. And I think with no Alfred, I believe Diamond has a way to easily outlast the Beowulf. Going for renewal. Or, yeah, it looks like something's played there. Interesting.
But I think it don't necessarily need 5 cards, because I think Diamond runs, I think
here we go!
Mutated Werebear and Carptera Bat.
Oh, jeepers. Oh, you're right!
So he doesn't need to be the last 5.
No!
Yes!
Oh, no!
Like I was saying, here the Werebear, I think we'll be seeing another Goldhorn Ravager and the...
Oh, no. This might be what he was planning the entire time.
But I mean, can he guarantee 9 discards here?
Oh, he can. That's 4 plus. That's the full. That's wild. Okay. I think Mystfire has fallen into the trap, but here's the advantage, right? Royal Blessing, because he discards Royal Blessing, right, to get Alfred online. Royal Blessing does fetch him a class 3 or higher tactical. But the issue is, I think that actually goes to his hand. So he'd have to add... He could add a Philosopher's Choice,
Oh right, yeah, because they
I think
all
that's what he do, right?
get
Oh.
discarded at the same time.
Oh
So
my
it triggers.
This is so ruthless. So Mystfire's going to discard the cards first, and there goes Philosophers. He's going to discard a few more. He discards what, 5 in total. So he loses a Hammer down. He's then going to mill. Oh, Beowulf, that's good actually for him. He doesn't have a Beowulf in the Perish Pile yet, so that's actually quite good. And the last mill will be a discard from hand, I believe, from Ravager, right?
Yes.
Or was that... No, that must be a mill from Chiroptera. I think he must have discarded something at the start. And he's... Oh, the Royal Blessing gets milled! Okay. So this is good. This is really good. So he's going to hit the Philosopher's Choice back to hand, then he can send 5 cards, and he keeps Philosopher's Choice. He needs to then shuffle it back and get Alfred online.
Okay.
I really hope he's got a red diamond in his asset, because if he does, he needs to play it, like, now. Oh, boy. Jeepers. This is cutting it so close. Oh, gosh. He needs to, like, put that Philosopher's Choice back into the deck ASAP and then get Alfred online.
Yeah. Imagine that. Imagine that the row is like 1 or 2 for the rest of the game.
Jeepers, this is so crazy. So we've got really good strats from here from Diamond. He's probably got enough to really put this game in a really tough spot. We've got Castle that can be used. I think probably Divine Shield Gabriel is really good here, just to survive the turn. And then Mystfire needs to get that Alfred out.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's so scary.
But I mean, seeing for another optic, I think the Omncat part of the deck went into fumes, like it's completely scrapped the book Wincon.
Sword.
Okay,
Sword on the Menace is weird, isn't it? A little bit? It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird here.
I mean, everyone has 5 attacks here.
Vanquish is going to take Menace back up to full strength. I feel like Gabriel would have been a much better play here. But I guess they've pulled out the Vanquish, right? So that's good.
Yeah.
No one gets to play anything from their deck because, you know, obviously there's nothing left. No space for Diamond to play and no cards in Mystfire's deck. They use Castle. Okay, so they use Castle for Paravian, then Forgotten Dies. Wow, they've got no... There's not a lot of Omncats left for Diamond, is there? I don't think they're going to get their win off.
Yeah, that was... I was talking about... Like,
Mystfire needs a 3 or higher. Mystfire needs a 3 or higher. He got it!
He got it!
Here it goes. Gotta be. Yeah, there it is! Oh, and he can draw up to 1, so he can choose to draw none. Which will get Alfred online. Here we go! Jeepers Creepers, this is so nuts.
Okay.
Turn 8 of the game. Upstart Angel. Here we go. So 10 plus, it can only perish due to conflict. 12 plus, it gains the bonus. And if he has 16 or more, which he currently has, I think, 17 with 2 Alfreds, he'll get unable to be lowered due to enemy cards. So we're looking at a very big Upstart Angel Alfred here. 17 times 3, I believe, is 5,100. So it's going to be, what, 6,600? Is that right, I think? Plus the Angel, plus Paravian, right? So that's another 200 for each. So that's 17, so that's what, 34. So he should be 65 plus 99? Is that right? 9,900?
I think so.
I think it's like 9,900 on that Upside Angel Alfred.
I was thinking now that... one thing that Diamond could totally done last turn is to play the cruel... not the cruel one, the Bard Wipe one of the Omncats. I forgot the name.
Oh yes, I understand what you're talking about. Cruel one of Omncat Tail, I believe.
Okay, the cruel one to Bard Wipe its own Golden Horn Ravager and get rid of Philosopher.
True.
So that could be an option.
I don't think All Worldly was in play though, right?
Oh yeah,
I think all well was in play. So
yeah,
if
it
he
was.
had done that, so once he passed the turn, if Mystfire had not used their priority to put the Philosopher's Choice into the deck, then he could have definitely done that for sure.
Yeah.
So that's going to take care of Goldhorn. That is a big. Is it 9,900? It's 10,000 apparently. Even bigger. I feel like it's not 10,000. I feel like it's 9,900, but I guess they're getting trigger happy. So oh well. Scary, scary. So I'm going to use. It's gonna be interesting. Now, I think. What do you call it? So all well was 9,900. That would have been really good against that Alfred here. Hammer Down's going to trigger. What's it gonna trigger? I guess it hits Angel Pravian. Yep. Okay, so it's gonna hit Angel Pravian. Angel Pravian's gone. I don't know. I think. Oh, here's the interesting thing, right? Mystfire can't use Leo while his Alfred's in play because Leo will actually kill everything regardless of their specialties.
Ooh.
So he can't play Leo. So he has to hold off until his Alfred's gone.
Yeah, he has to play on an attacking turn instead of the defending, so he can capitalize on the Leo attacks, or at least capitalize on the Leo presence if Diamond chooses to pay the health points.
Let's see. Roll O3 for Diamond. I think Diamond is probably. I don't think he's got enough gas in the tank to win this. But he's certainly going to try. Going to go greedy one. That allows him to draw the rest of his deck. Very nice. Let's see what happens here. Alfred is standing absolutely incredibly strong right now. That is such a scary card to run into. This is turn 9, so we're still 2 turns from sudden death. Titan Destroyer Sword to gain some health. We're going to do that twice. Hence he goes to 10.
I think here Diamond has the Murky one, the Faceless one, and there's still a Vicious one.
Okay, gonna crash.
So
up goes a counter. I don't think he has enough to actually... I don't think he has enough to get to 15.
Yeah.
So I think that's... I think Mystfire might be able to pull off the win here.
Yeah, and I don't think Diamond has anything that gets bigger than 7k either. So now, I don't know what is the win con here for Diamond.
Interesting thing here is if Mystfire...
Tom, your voice cut it. Hello. We might...
Yeah, let's see. We're looking at about 6,600. Can't perish due to... It can't perish due to conflict, can't be lowered by enemy cards.
Okay.
You hear me still there, Minnie?
Yes. It was cut for a moment. Okay.
Alrighty then. Still good?
Yes. Everything's fine. Okay.
Let's just hope this isn't the grand final. This isn't the final match.
Yeah.
It's had a lot of technical difficulties, but it's fine.
This card might not be discarding as much.
Yes, indeed. I've just done a little bit of a switch on my end, so hopefully that'll make things come across a bit better, but we'll see.
So, what is the plan here for Diamond? I don't think there is a plan anymore. I mean, he still has a board wipe for Cruel One, but...
Yeah, I think he can't deal with the Alfred. The Alfred's still at full strength. I don't know if Diamond has a way to actually out this thing. That's going to be... I mean, because even if he specialty moves it, then Alfred can just use Gabriel, right? So I guess he could specialty move it, then use Cruel One. That's a possibility. But then he has nothing to deal with the Leo.
Yeah, could be. But I mean, one way to deal with Leo is force Mystfire to trigger it on defense.
True.
So there is no.
I mean, also Diamond could just take the health damage, right? Like, Diamond doesn't have a lot of board presence, so it's 2 health for each monster. Mystfire would have to kill 5 monsters with Leo being played for it to actually kill Diamond and force the attacking to be the situation. So I think Leo is probably fine for Diamond right now. And I think Mystfire is actually in quite a good spot. So they're both looking like they've got some way of winning. It's just about being patient, not making any massive misplays. So we've got Sword in the Perish Pile, we've got Bale for the Perish Pile. Mystfire is good to go with all of their cards. Sometimes I forget what Mystfire's asset is, but I think he's got a few options left. So I think Mystfire's actually got a really good shot of pulling this off, crazy enough.
Yeah, there's still Ben and Beowulf.
Yeah, true.
So
I think he has another asset, right? So what? Ben, Beowulf, Leo, Upstart. What's the last one?
For Redeemed Angel.
Redeemed, yes, of course.
Yes.
Okay. And what Diamond has got? All Worldly, probably Cruel One. Wave Rider.
Yeah.
Well, not Wave Rider. Rogue Beast for Ocean, Balin, Logical One. And then...
The Apex. I think there's still the Apex. The Omncat Apex.
Okay. So we'll see. It may not be. Well, I guess that would be big enough, wouldn't it, for Alfred? It's 7,000. So, could be big enough to deal with Alfred here. But, I mean, Mystfire has so much an asset. He's probably got a shield and a sword still left in there.
Yeah, there's still 1 sword and 2 shields. There's a lot of
sword and 2 shields.
There's a lot of fuel to burn here.
Indeed. Funny enough, of course, I think the first Mystfire Diamond match we actually had some technical difficulties, so maybe it's just these two. Let's blame these two.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, Alfred, 6,600. Werebear. So, Diamond, I think, is in a spot where if he could bounce back the Alfred here, then he could probably win the game. But if he doesn't bounce back the Alfred here, then I think Mystfire's got it. Does that sound like a correct analysis here? Because Leo is not really an issue.
Yeah.
Leo's not a problem. And Mystfire would be crazy to play Leo here. He would lose the game.
Yeah. I think could be an angle here, but I don't know.
Mystfire just taking his time. So let's see. How does Diamond win this? I mean, he can play Sealed 1, right? Sealed 1 hits the field. Sealed 1 is scary.
But I mean, Sealed 1 only matches Beowulf, so...
Yeah. True. Actually, I think Beowulf's bigger because it gains 4,000, so it'd be actually 7,300. So it's actually bigger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I believe it's actually bigger.
Okay.
So Diamond would have to... So I don't think Diamond wants to use any sort of... I don't know, what does Diamond even have specialty removal? I mean, if he's running Epilogue, he doesn't, right?
Ooh, yeah. You're probably right. So... But I mean, he's... Yeah, hammered... Yeah, there's still 1 hammer down, but if Diamond runs 2 copies of it...
Oh! I think he just... Is he gone? Is that it?
Wait,
that might be it.
Diamond conceded?
It looks like he conceded. Holy crap! He's gone. Is that game? That might be it.
I will confirm with the players.
That might have been it, guys. Holy smokes. I don't know if he had a way to win that. That is it.
Okay.
Game 1.
God.
Mystfire is going to go to a second game.
Okay.
Holy
My
smokes.
God.
Well done, Myst. Wow, everybody. So that makes it 1-1 now. Final game next week. Tune in. This is going to be nuts. Holy smokes.
Yes, indeed. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. This is me. This is me. Hopefully it hasn't ruined enough of this recording. Catch you guys later.